Welcome everyone. So this is a channel about using basic computer skills, setting up an email account, accessing the internet, certain things that sometimes some people might not know. So I just created this channel. These are going to be real quick videos on how to do things. Later on that may be a little longer, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So first of all, you're going to want to go ahead and click on, for example, we're going to use Google. We're going to create a Gmail account. Go ahead and double click on Google. And you should be at their Google main page here. So in order to create an account, we want to go ahead and click on Gmail. Okay, you can also search for Gmail if you needed to. And we're going to go ahead and click on Gmail. We're going to go ahead and click on Create Account. Okay, so now you got to this screen here, hopefully. It says Create Your Google Account. It's going to ask you for some information, first name, last name, the username, which is basically going to be your email address, and a password to move on. So let's go ahead and create basic stuff, and we'll go ahead and do basic stuff, and it's going to ask us for a password, and we'll go ahead and hit next. Now, I'm glad I did this. So you might get this because, imagine there are thousands of email addresses out there. More than thousands of email addresses out there. So if you do get something like this, it's basically saying that username that you tried. And for example, it could be your name. If your name is John Smith, I highly doubt John Smith is going to be available at gmail.com. So you might have to add a number. You might have to add another letter, or you can even take Google's advice that says what's available. So I'm going to go ahead and just say 78 and see what happens. Okay, perfect. So basic stuff 78 at gmail.com. So I put my name, basic stuff. I put my email address, basic stuff. Now I couldn't take it, so I needed to do something else. I added a number, basic stuff 78 at gmail.com. Now it's going to ask if you want to add a phone number, recovery email. That's up to you. I recommend you do, because just in case for some reason if you forgot your password, then you can actually recover it. Like if you have another email account, if you don't, this is your first email account ever, then I would also go ahead and just enter a phone number. If you don't have that, then there are other ways to reset your password. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter my birthday. January 1st, 1978, and I'm in mail. Go ahead next. All right, so now we got to this screen here, and it's basically saying the privacy and terms that if you want to read through it, we're gonna hit agree. Taking longer than usual for setting up the account there. All right, and you have created your email account on Gmail. We go next. It's gonna ask you how do you want your view. I'll just keep the default. Hit OK, and you are all set. You have an email account. Now, quick things we can go over on how to use this. So for example, there you click on it, that's your first email, and it's basically just saying hi basic or hi your name. I'm so glad you decided to try Gmail. Here are a few tips. I would go through these tips. If you do have a smartphone, you can go ahead and follow the steps on how to add it. Google has other features, just like Google Drive, which you can actually store files on the internet. Now, if you wanted to create an email, we would go ahead and hit compose. And basically, we can basic stuff 78 at gmail.com. This is a test. Hello. Thanks. And I'm going to hit send. Now, it basically will send an email. It's going to send it to me. But just want to let you know there are some other icons here. You can change the formatting. You can add files. You can insert a link. You can insert emojis. Again, this was the Google Drive option if you wanted to add files that are on the internet. You can do photo. And you can send money and request money. And you have the delete. If you don't want it, you can just discard this draft. But we're going to go ahead and hit send. And of course, the other person would have got it. This is it. Here it is. It tells you who it's from, and it sent it to me, to basic stuff. What's the subject? Which is, this is a test. hello, thanks. That's it. Now you can reply to them and say hi. And if you go to your inbox, you're going to get it. Now I'm going to go ahead and see that. And there it is. There's my reply. And it would actually also tell you the person who sent the original message that you replied to. And that's it. That's how you set up a Gmail account on Google. And go ahead and do that. Leave some comments. Please subscribe. I will have other videos coming up later on, about different other basic features of the internet, of how to use your computer and things like that.